Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about my first impressions of the Holika Holika Peko collection. I was sent these two massive bags of things to try and I created this full face of makeup for you guys today with everything. I opened the backs of them. I was smart this time. You can see from the front they still look pretty good. And before we start I have to apologize because my voice is not super good and I'm very sniffly and my skin's a little bit bad because I am sick. So please bear through that. I'm also in one of those strange sick moods, so enjoy. And for full disclosure as well, these products were sent to me for review by Holika Holika. I was not paid to promote them and Holika Holika did not ask me to talk about them positively in any way at all. I wasn't even told what I was going to get. They just asked me if I would want to review the collection and I said, of course! So here we are. I didn't realize they were going to send quite so much. They also sent another palette. They sent the Glossy Play palette, which is so pretty. So if you would like to see how I achieved this look, then please just keep watching. Okay, so I have the two big bags here that I haven't opened yet, and I think I'm just gonna like open down the back so that I don't ruin the front because they're so cute. So in this special set, which was the yellow box, there are 4 of the little puffs which are super cute. I especially like the little one with the little scalloped edges here in the pastels, so cute. There is one of the jelly mask sheets in the strawberry flavour, oil blotting papers, 2 of the lip balms, this is shade number 1 and shade number 2, a luminizer which I don't know what it is. Ooh, it's kind of like a little white powder. It's a cream! Oh my goodness. I don't know what that is, but I'm so excited to try that because I don't know what it is. And a pressed powder, this is the No Sebum Pact. Most of these are plastic wrapped, so I'm just going to undo some of them really noisily so I can have a look in the inside. So that is what it looks like. It's just a pale white, just regular translucent powder. And then we're going to open the big monster bag. This is actually massive. I'm opening the bag really creepily, but it works. So the biggest and cutest one is the number 2 petal. This is a glow cushion and it is the cutest packaging ever. How adorable is this? It is like a legit sized milk carton. There is one of the bun puffs and I'm so curious as to what these are because they look like really big cushion puffs, but like the photos made them look massive. Oh, it is quite big. So that is the size of the bun puff. I'm excited to use this. It's a really nice thick squishy foam. There are 3 blushes and I'm interested to see if these are cream blushes or powder blushes because I couldn't actually tell. Oh, can you see the rings underneath? I think it's like a very clear jelly. Oh my gosh, it is. That's cool. Okay, I'm so impressed. I have to say though, like when you shake them, I can feel the pans moving on the inside and it's not like the cap or anything like that because if I take the cap off, can you hear that? I have 2 of the Tint Balms and I'm not sure what these are. I'm assuming that they're going to be, ooh, like little lipsticks. But since they're tints, I would say that they are just a bit more translucent. How cute are these? Teeny tiny little baby hand creams. This is mango citrus, we have peach, and then we also have, I'm dropping everything, grapefruit. That is that one there. And last but certainly not least, because I legitimately have almost a full face of makeup here, apart from eyeliner and mascara and brows, those sorts of like very much less interesting things, we have shadow palettes. So cute. So this is the shade 02 Milk Caramel. I'm pretty much just unboxing everything first, but I might cut a lot of this out because I'm sure I'm going to be going over it anyway. Either that or you guys will just have a rolling video. Yes! I like it. So just like the other 4-piece matching palettes that I reviewed last time for Holika Holika, there are 2 matte shades, a light and a dark. There is a really great glitter and then a darker shimmer. So I'm sure that this is going to be amazing for a good eye look. I am supposed to be teaching today. Well, I'm supposed to be teaching. I'm definitely teaching in about an hour. But I couldn't resist not touching everything. So I decided to quickly film before I'm teaching. So this is the shade Strawberry Caramel and it actually smells like strawberry. So these are what the 2 palettes look like side by side And if you guys would like a review, like a full review on these, please do let me know, but it's likely that I'm going to be doing some anyway. And I've decided I'm just going to open it now. I was going to take photos of the outside, but I don't think I'll do a like blog post on a lot of the stuff, so there's not much point. A little milk carton. I mean, like, I'm not going to be able to get it out like that, but it's still, you know, it still makes a nice milk carton. So it comes in a little packet, and then it has the little milky compact with nothing in it. So it just comes with the one. The cushion fits in really nicely. It gives you like a little white bottom, and then when you open it up, it's just your regular cushion case. And as always, you do need to peel the little piece of plastic off the mirror. And then your mirror will be nice and clean. So I'm going to use the puff that came with the cushion to start with, because that's what I would normally do. I'm going to use the cushion puff on this side of my face, and then I'm going to change it and use that bun puff, because I don't really know what it's for, but I'm pretty sure it's for cushions and that sort of jazz. So I will show you guys how that applies to the cushion as well. So because I didn't have any blurbs or anything like that, I haven't actually researched the products to know what they're supposed to do. This is really going to be some like first impressions. And like I said previously, of course, if you guys want me to review things, specific things, put them down below in the comments and I will definitely get them done for you too. So that is one side of my face. Actually a pretty good match, and it does give a bit of coverage as well. And you do the other side with this bun puff. We're going to give it a go. I don't know what it does, but I'm going to kind of like ball it up like that and dab on like you normally would. So the bun is a lot more solid than it looks, but it also does have really good coverage. So it's not thinning out the product or anything like that, and it actually covers a lot more surface area, so it is quicker to use, but mostly it's just fun. So that is what everything looks like so far. Pretty happy with the foundation. Now since the blushes are that jelly consistency, I'm going to open them up and have a look at the colours, and then I'm going to put it on before I set my face. I find that it's a lot easier for me to do this if I haven't already set my foundation, because it just makes them a lot easier to blend. So shade number 1 is a bit more of a opaque red, number 2 is an orangey red, and then number 3 is that translucent red, and I'm going to try this one because it seems the most interesting. Ooh, that's really pretty, and it's really subtle. It's very easy to blend because of the jelly texture. It's kind of like a solid water, you know? Super cute. I don't know if you guys can see it very much. It is a bit more subtle, but that's probably a good thing for my job as well. Okay, let's set the foundation. So we have the No Sebum Pact. I'm not going to use the little puff that comes with it because I find that it doesn't work the best for applying the powder for me personally. I'm going to use this little setting brush to do underneath my eyes. I'm also going to set on top of my eyes as well because I'm going to be doing eyeshadow later, and I don't want the shadow to stick to the foundation. And then I'm going to use a big blush brush to set the rest of my face. Okay, I've decided I really like this blush color. I'll show you guys up close at the end, but it is like super natural but really pretty. Now I'm quickly going to be doing my brows off camera. The brows are done, and now we are ready for eyeshadow. But before we do eyeshadow, I just realized that I never opened the lip balms, and oh my god, they're little strawberries on the inside. It's so cute. And my lips are a little bit dry, so I'm going to use the pink lip balm. It's really quite hard to like just get the pink on the outside, so you kind of get like a bit of both. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit red. It'll be fine. It's a very thick balm. I prefer if it wasn't so coloured, but there's a very faint taste of strawberry as well. It's nothing super overwhelming though. So because I'm going for more of a natural daytime look, I'm going to use this palette. I've conveniently forgotten the name of. This is the number 1 Strawberry Caramel, so it has the peaches and pinks. Still holding all of my makeup brushes. So good. Is there anybody else who just really likes that sound? So I'm going to use a flat shader brush on the lighter shade, and I'm going to put that over most of my eye. This is a really pretty apricot shade though. It's nice and matte, and it's quite pigmented as well, so I'm not having to dip back into the palette too many times to actually get it evenly over my eyes. I do like the Holika Holika shadows. I think that they're really good quality. At least the ones that I have tried have been so far. I'm going to use the peachy pink there, and I'm going to put that, where am I going to put it? Outer half of my eye. Let's try that. So this is a very similar shade to the first one, just a little bit darker. This is starting to go up into my crease a little bit, so I guess I'm going to just go with whatever. So the crease and the outer half. So it's really just deepening the colour. This is kind of what my eye looks always turn out like anyway, which honestly is fine by me. And then I'm going to go back to my flat shader brush on the other side that's not dirty and use the sparkle over the inner section of my eyelid. So right in the centre where you can get the most glitter. This one isn't super coloured, it's mostly just a shimmer. I'll be very interested to see how this swatches and see if there's very much of a base colour, because I know I'm putting it over a colour anyway, but it's not extremely pigmented in colour. That does provide a really nice little shine. And as usual, I've forgotten to bring everything underneath my eye, so I'm going to put a little bit of the shimmer underneath my eye. Not too much, because we're not going out on the town, we're just teaching 4-year-olds in my house. You know, don't want to overwhelm the parents. And then I'm going to take the matte peach and pop that on the outer corner. Just a little bit to make it look like it kind of like is an eye look, rather than I just put some eyeshadow on the top half of my eyes and called it a day. I'm going to do my eyeliner and mascara, and then I'm going to zoom you in and show you what my eyes look like. So this is what the eyes look like up close. I know that the wings are like on opposite planets to each other. You know when you're sick and things just don't go your way and you're like, I can't fix it. So I just left it. But this is what the shadows look like. They are super pretty, really easy to blend, and I really like the shimmer. I am interested to see if the shimmer has much colour. As you can see underneath my eyes, you can only really see the shimmer, like not the actual colour of the eyeshadow. Well done. So you'll have to wait for swatches and a full review of those ones, but I am impressed with the colours. I think that that's a really pretty day-to-day look as well. It's not too intense for teaching, and it still looks like eyeshadow. So the last thing that I can put on my face are the lipsticks. My lips feel more moisturized than before, not extremely so, but like it's more of a pretty lip balm than it is like a full blown I'm going to nourish your lips and make them beautiful. So we have two of the lip balms. One of them appears to be like a red and one is kind of like an orangey brown. I'm intrigued by this. I'm gonna be good and interesting and use the colour that I'm not sure about, because I know that that's going to be a really pretty like rosy pink. I'm hoping this is going to be a peach. I don't know. So let's give this a go. Oh, that's very different. Okay, I don't know how to explain this. If you like gradient lips, I would so recommend these, because I think that this would make an amazing gradient. It's called a Tint Balm, and I really am going to have to look it up because I don't know what it's supposed to do. It feels really cold, it's really easy to blend, and I have to say, I am in love with the shape of this. You guys know my lips are not the most even shape in the world, and quite often when I do my lip swatches, they are so uneven. And when I edit it, I cringe, but I'm not going to go and redo it because that's like a real life application. But this made it so much easier because of the shape. You really had something to actually work with, and it's the perfect shape for getting the cupid's bow at the top. I know my top lip is like half the size of my bottom lip, but again, we've come to terms with that. They feel very softly moisturizing, but it's also not like sticky or anything. In fact, it's almost like a dry finish. There isn't that much coming off either, considering how dark the color looks and that it's like almost balmy feeling. I am extremely intrigued by these, and if I don't have all of the colors, I don't know how many colors came out for the collection, I will definitely be getting all the other colors and reviewing them as well, because these are very interesting to me too. So that's what the color looks like. So you can see that it would be good at gradienting because it's tinted the inner part of my lip a little bit darker, because that's where I had most of the lip balm going. But it's a really pretty color. I think it comes across more orange on camera, but actually in real life I do like it, and I don't like oranges. Here is the skin as well. You can definitely still see some scars, so little bits of acne, scarring there, scarring here. That's a birthmark. You're not going to cover that up with anything, don't try. But otherwise, like, my skin looks really radiant and really pretty as well. I didn't get to try some of the things because they're not really face things, but I'm gonna have a little crack into them now because I can. We have the Peach Hand Cream. These are super, super cute, and they're mini as well, so if you get them and you don't really like the scent that much, you don't have to have them for that long. So that's a good thing for me because I'm very particular with my scents. Oh, that smells like really nice peaches. It is quite strong. The hand cream itself is very thin and lotiony, so it's going to absorb really quickly, but I do like it. And like I said, it dries down really quickly and it's not sticky either, which is fantastic. There's also the grapefruit, which I'm going to try on the other hand. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like grapefruit because it's like that really bitter sort of smell. It literally smells like, it does smell like grapefruit and it's a good grapefruit scent. I just don't like grapefruit, that's all. So the last one is mango citrus, and I'm going to put this on my arm where the peach isn't. They all have the same texture and formula, it's just different scents. Oh, I like that one. That's a really pleasant scent. It's not super sweet because it does have that citrus in it, but it's also not as bitter as your grapefruit. So if you don't like sweet scents and you really like that tart grapefruit taste, definitely the grapefruit. I should be holding them, I have them right here. If you like a scent that's in between, I would go for the mango citrus because it's a little bit citrusy but still a little bit sweet from mangoes. Sorry, I'm having a coughing fit. And if you want something that's really sweet, I would go for the peach because that's definitely the sweetest scent out of the three. Other things I didn't get to try were the cushion puffs because these are the same as the ones in the actual cushion. I'm not going to use them, I'm going to keep them for later because I go through cushion puffs like there is no tomorrow. The cushion puff itself is really, really good. It picks up the product really nicely, so I am sure that these are going to be exactly the same and they're very, very cute. I have a mask to try out and I might see if I can do that later on tonight. So it's the next day and I'm going to be trying out the mask, and I'm pretty much going to get straight into it because I have already been soaking it in warm water because it is really cold. It has a really thick texture, so like you won't be able to see it on camera, but it's not like a drippy sheet mask. Oh, it does have eyes though. Okay, I cannot get this to fit right, so I'm just going to go and use a mirror because I've got like way too much room over the top of the lip. Like, it's just not. I don't really want to eat it, so I'm just going to go adjust this. Okay, so there is no way that this is going to fit me. The mask fit is not designed for my face, and I'm going to zoom in to show you. So I'll start with the eyes. Obviously they do have like these little things that can fluff up over, but the eye holes are really, really small, so I can't pull this mask any further up without actually getting the mask in my eyes, which I had it done before and I do not like it. But so this is the furthest it goes up. The nose part is tucked underneath it and we're not worried about that. But this part, there's way too much sheet on the side and it's way too low. So this is so thick, like even if I try and slide it back like this, so I can't pull it up any further because it's going in my eyes already. But it completely covers my upper lip, and then the mouth hole is so small. So that's where the mask is now. There's only enough room for my lower lip, and then there's this massive part here, which I can kind of smooth down, like I can kind of get around that, that's okay. But like there's a whole side of my face missing. The mask is now in my eyes and in my mouth. So this is what it looks like. You have like the little tongue, you have blush, eyelashes and bangs. That's what those are. So I'm going to use scissors and cut away the upper lip section. That means that I can pull this to the side so I won't eat the mask. And then if I wanted to, I could pull the eyes a little bit further down, but there's not very much room to wiggle it because it's so close to this part of my eye. But there's so much room on the outside of my face. So now I have like this nice mouth opening. I would will actually cut eye slots as well, so I'm going to cut a little slit down here, but obviously I don't want to do that without a closed mirror because scissors in your eyes, it's not smart. So I will see you guys in a little while. So it has been half an hour now and the mask is pretty dry. There is a little bit of jelly still left, so I could probably keep it on for a little while longer if I wanted to, but it's starting to get really cold and the mask is making me feel cold, so I'm going to take it off. It's not the mask's fault, it's just because it's cold weather. And there is still a lot of the jelly left on my skin, so I'm going to let this soak in for a little while. It's not soaking in that quickly, so I'm pretty much just going to go and make a hot chocolate for like dessert, and I will be back in a couple minutes and hopefully this will have dried down enough to show you guys what my skin looks like when it's not like still covered in jelly. Okay, so my skin is as dry as I think it's going to get. It still has that interesting like sticky texture to it, which I don't find bad because I'm going to put my skincare over the top of it anyway and then go to sleep. But even now that it's dried down, my skin still looks really bright. Obviously it hasn't had any effect on the scarring because you don't get instant results like that from the mask, but it does feel very, very hydrated and bouncy, which I like. So overall with the mask, I love the effect that it had on my skin, but I hated the fit. I'm so sorry, but it just was completely the wrong shape for my face, and this is not going to be true with everybody because we all have different size and shaped faces. I have tried other Holika Holika masks before and really liked them and didn't have any issues with the fit, so I don't know why the character mask is a different shape, maybe because of the shape of the character's face, but unfortunately I did have to chop quite a bit of it off to get it to fit, so just because I had to make so many alterations, it's not something I would purchase again. But if they did the strawberry jelly mask in just like in a normal shape that they usually have, I would purchase that again because I enjoyed the mask. I just didn't enjoy having the mask in my mouth and in my eyes at the same time. And oil blotting papers. These are super cute, as is everything in this collection. Oh my god, they're cute. My skin doesn't really get oily anymore, but look how cute these are. Ah! Oh my god, I might try and use them tonight after a full day of wearing this cushion to see if they actually pick up any oil. They didn't pick up anything, but they did stick to my forehead, so there you go. Plus it's a great size. Usually the ones that I used to have were like a half, so there'll be half of these. But this, you can get like the whole side of your face, so it's a good size. So standout products from this collection, I really like the cushion base. So this is the Petal Glow Base. I have the shade number 2. Actually a beautiful shade for me, and I'm definitely going to be using all of this up. I will definitely be updating you guys after my last thoughts here to tell you how it has gone throughout the day as well. I don't have that long of a day today, but you will definitely be seeing a review on this later, so do watch out for that. I really enjoyed using the bun puff, though I'm not sure how much I will use it in the future because it is so big. I'm interested to see how it does if I wet it, because I know you can wet it and I'd totally forgotten about that. So in the cushion review, I will wet this and show you guys how it works when it is damp too. I really enjoyed the other color of this Tint Balm. I think that it's a really pretty color, and I'm still extremely intrigued by the finish and how this is going to wear, so I'll again update you guys on that. And the last thing that I really loved from the collection was the blusher. So this is the shade number 3. It's a beautiful natural color, and because it's kind of more of that sheer texture, it makes it so much easier to blend. I haven't tried the other colors obviously, but again I will be reviewing these ones because I do really like this one. So I'm going to insert some footage of me a little bit later on in the day now. So it has been 5 hours and this is what the makeup looks like at the moment. It's actually not super bad considering I've been blowing my nose for like 5 hours. Please ignore the packaging in the back. I still need to take photos of it, so I can't get rid of it yet, plus it's super cute. But when I was packing everything up, I realised that I'd forgotten to try the Luminizer. So I thought that I would just try it now before I took the makeup off. It's pretty soft, so I think I'm going to try and use my finger. And I'm assuming that it's kind of just like a little highlight. Ooh, that's very pretty. Can you see that? So cute. I sound disgusting, I'm sorry. So this is what it looks like up close. Super duper pretty. And it blends really well over the top of the powder as well, which is a plus. So as for everything holding up, my eyeshadow still looks beautiful. No creasing, even though I didn't apply a primer because I'm lazy. The glow base is starting to look quite glowy even for 5 hours, so see how I've got shininess around my T-zone. No, that's the highlighter. And it has come off around my nose because I have been blowing it a lot, and that's just what happens. My forehead is a little shiny too, it's not bad. And the lipstick is worn off quite gracefully, so you can still see that there's a little bit of colour, but it doesn't look awful. But since I'm a little bit glowy anyway, I thought I would try out the blotting papers because I can. So I'm going to try maybe this side. I haven't used blotting paper in like quite some time. Oh yeah, this works just like any other blotting paper would, but it does definitely look better. I don't know how this is going to work because I obviously just put the luminizer on. It's probably a bad idea, and it's sticking to it. But still, actually fixed the problem pretty easily. And I still have like the luminous glow, but I don't look oily anymore, so that's a plus. Honestly, even when I had oily skin, I never found foundations or cushions that actually lasted all day without getting oily. So just get some oil blotting papers. It makes life so much easier, trust me. So I think that looks a lot better after just blotting just the center part here. I think it's mostly because my pores are quite apparent in this part of my face. But a little bit of the coverage has worn off even when I'm not like blowing my nose or anything, like around the scars. They are a little bit more apparent. So I would say the longevity isn't super great for this cushion, but again, wait for the full review so that I can actually test it out properly. Just wait for me to not be sick, and then I promise I will review it and it will be more thorough. I'm going to go take off this makeup and I will leave you with the rest of my thoughts now. So that is it for this first impression. Thank you again so much to Holika Holika for sending all of this stuff to me for reviews. I am so grateful that I am able to receive these things and to show you guys what they are, how they work, and I really hope that you guys are enjoying this. As always, my thoughts and opinions are my own. I am always honest. I'm not that brutally honest people who intentionally rip companies down, because I don't agree with that, but I will always give you guys my honest opinion, and I hope that you guys enjoy watching these types of videos because I really enjoy creating these. Beauty blogging is very expensive and it is a hobby for me. I don't earn that much money off of YouTube, certainly not enough to actually live off of it, and barely enough to pay for the products that I review. So having companies send me things like this is incredible because it provides more content for you guys. So thank you guys as always for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!